So today we're going to be installing a Tech Performance short throw shifter. So right now I have the stock shifter in my 2016 C7 Z06. So to remove this, you're going to start off by with this pin right here. You're going to just twist it to the right, so counterclockwise, and push it down. I believe a T15. So you can grab T15. You do not want to use a lot of torque on this because you do have UFO resistance and it's just Loctite. Just get like a T15, like a T-handle or something like this, and just unscrew that. Once you unscrew that, you can just pull this right out. So once that's off, you can then focus on the center console. On the center console, there's going to be 1, 2, 3 T15s, and then this will come off. So you might feel resistance. There's a little pin right there. Just pull it out. It comes right off, and then you can set this aside. Then you can also remove this piece right here. Next, we're going to pry it open. So we're going to see if I can pull it up from here. I've seen people pull it from right here. So let me go and try that. Okay, so that did work. So I'll start by... There we go. Slowly just start. Yeah, just... Maybe some electrical cables. So I'll plug this harness right here. This one right here. Blue one back here. So now that everything here is exposed, you're gonna have this little black cable right here. That's just pinned. You just pull it out. So once you have that off, you have this back here. You can just get a pry tool. Get mine. Here, you can just get a pry tool. Just get it in there and just pry it off. 10 mils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now this should be able to just come off. Yep, there we go. Make sure everything's freaking clear. Start really just... There's this one right here under the heat shield. When you pull this whole thing off, just make sure you unclip that and then you're good to take this off. So this whole white blanket thing, I kind of just move it out the way. Now you have all this stuff. Tuck it over here. I'll just get it out the way. Now you have this. This you just pull off. I believe what you reuse this as well. So you just pop this off. Corners. Okay, so now that's off. Just gonna get another 10 mil. That comes right off. Now you have all this exposed now. So mid-install, I had the bright idea of using my engine bay light in here. So I have a lot better lighting now. So everything before this, I'm sorry for how dark it was. This is a lot better now. Now that's more exposed. I'm trying to get another sound clip for it. So now what we're gonna do is, I believe these are 10 as well. Yep. Here we go. I'll use cool. In the junkyard. So now we're exposed to everything down here now. So now you have 2 T40s. So I'm gonna just take those out now. Just try not to strip them. I have a really bad notorious history. Stripping bolts, rounding off bolts, nuts, everything you can think about it. I don't know why. Alright, so what I did was just pulled up here. So now, boom, it just comes right out. Just like that. Alright, so now that I have this in place, you're going to want to reuse. So the same 2 screws that held down the old box, the T40s we used earlier, the same one for the shifter linkage, they're all the same. Over time they can wear down. This car only has 17,000 miles, but really just use out of the 3 the one that looks the best, so I decided to do that. So I have it snug in there, it's hand tight. You can reuse that one, but the Tech Performance shifter for the C7 has new hardware, so I have those in there, just hand tighten. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten this up more. I just, my hand, to where it's like as much as I can really do it. So there we go. Make sure that whenever you put that bolt in, you line it up with the notch in the linkage. You'll see it and you'll feel it. I mean, it won't go in without it. So it's in there good. And then these are in there pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and use, I believe, is it a 10? Let's see. Let's find out if it's a 10. So it is an extra 2. It is a 10. Excellent. Tighten these 10 mils. Those are in there pretty good. And now we're going to go back to that T40 and the shift linkage. I'm going to switch over to my socket. Need to get like a counter or something. How many times I hit my head, because that is starting to get out of hand. Okay, that's on there pretty good. Don't need to go too crazy with that. Yeah, that's on there good. So the stock one's gonna have this bolt washer up here. You're gonna just take that off. You're gonna take off the alignment tools. You're gonna take off these right here at the bottom. Now that those are off, you can just put them back in there. So now we'll just tighten these. So now I put this piece back on. I took off the little plastic at the end. It wouldn't fit, so you just pop it off. You can literally just pull it off. I did a test of how it sounds. It's kind of hard without leverage. First, second, go straight to third. Like literally, if you put it in second, look at that. Do the top. Because there's first, right there. Fourth. It just, thing's crazy. Straight to third, look. Whoa. And then you get fifth, and sixth. But it is like, it is stiff. So now just start putting everything back together. Then we're gonna put this piece back on here. Just put this over the pin. So, cool. And that's covering that now. Nice. And I go put this, what is it, sound insulation, heat foam, heat insulation. This piece of, the white piece, whatever, back in here. Now we're just gonna plug everything back in, all these harnesses, and then we'll put this piece right back where it belongs. So now I got the center console back on. We're gonna put those 10 mils back. Now we'll put this clip back on here. Cool. So that's on there now. Just make sure before you put it back on, you connect those two and this one right. Oh, focus. That one right there. Oops. There we go. Yeah. Make sure. Oh yeah, and the cigarette lighter. Don't forget those two. So total of 4 plugs you need to plug back in. Don't forget. Because I upgraded to the new shifter, which is this one right here, comes with this and a zip tie. So I just got on the phone with Tick because I couldn't find instructions about this. So basically what they told me to do is see these notches in here. These are the notches for the stock. Get it to focus. There we go. These notches right there. Those are what you use to twist to the stock shifter. And right here. You just pull it up. Stock one. And so basically you're gonna put this in there and then you're gonna zip tie around that just to keep it secure. So I'm gonna do that right now. All right, so now we got the center console back in there, just clips right on. This little piece just goes like this back here. There you go, slides in. And then you push all of these back in. All right, so now this is with the stock shifter in here. Definitely a lot more stiff. Not as stiff as I thought it would be, but from second to third though, right in. So now once you got in there, nice. Oop, focus on there. Once you got it in there pretty good, just gonna screw this down. And then boom, you're good. Look at that. That looks pretty good to me. Man, that feels. That feels great. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the shifter because that looks and feels fantastic. So now that that's done, I'm gonna put my center console back on and then take this car for a test drive and see how I like it. Ooh, that spun. Wow. That felt great. That is a night and day difference. Yeah, tick performance. Y'all know what y'all are doing. It's crazy how big of a difference that made. That felt so much better. No like clunkiness. It is just where you want it to go, it goes. I'm actually very impressed. That exceeded my expectation. Oh my God, I can't speak right now. That exceeded my expectations. This feels fantastic. I'm in love with this. Oh my God. That feels so much better.